Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. So Cincinnati's offense will go to work first. Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistent.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Still on his feet at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Grab behind the line. It's Adams. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the 2nd level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking for an open area to his left. He's got it. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Spits it out to the back. Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. If If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about
touchdown, Georgia! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Motion from the wideout. The handoff to Johnson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. You need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Finds a brace at the 20. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Power football with the rock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Dogs are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Dogs want to crank the tempo. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here comes the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
They booted away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my...
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, and 2nd down's coming up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll give it to Johnson. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
And And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Complete to start this drive. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Sets up the screen. There he goes. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really...
Out of space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Punch it out of the air. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gets the back moving. They'll toss it to the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Breaks into the open. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
anytime the pitch man is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Creates a little room. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the single back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The handoff to Johnson. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Let's make some noise. It's 4th down.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Let's go. They'll run the toss. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do.
Coming up for the Bulldogs. Set ready.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
22.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done to... is struggle around and now give up points.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quick.
Turning it off! He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that 1st. Why not give it to him again?
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Algier. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Big guy tries to barrel in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. He finds a dead spot in the middle. On the move at the 30. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Bearcats will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like